The Nigerian Senate has been challenged by civil society groups to make public the security report upon which the legislative body rejected Ibrahim Magu as the substantive chairman of the EFCC. Political correspondent in this report gets reactions to the rejection of Magu's nomination as the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission chairman.
The rejection of Ibrahim Magu's nomination as the chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission marked the end of months of delay by the Senate to act on President Muhammadu Buhari's requests. The presidency requested the Senate to confirm Mr. Magu's nomination in July through a letter signed by Vice President Yemi Osinbajo in his capacity as acting president when President Muhammadu Buhari was on a medical trip to Europe. Since the letter was read by the Senate President Bukola Saraki on the floor of the Red Chamber on the 14th of July, the Senate showed no readiness to act on it until last week.
The Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria wish to inform the general public that based on security reports available to the Senate cannot proceed and confirm the nomination of Ibrahim Magu Mustafa as the executive chairman of EFCC.
The action of the upper legislative chamber continues to generate condemnation from the civil society.
People like us are saying, Senate approval or no Senate approval, Magu must still be there until we find an alternative. That's my stand. Somebody cannot score first in an exam and you won't promote that person. Who are those interest groups that are fighting? Who is celebrating Magu's, attempt to get Magu out of EFCC? Who is celebrating? Who is rejoicing? Corruption is fighting back.
A fact that people who are involved knows what they were doing. They know clearly that this is going to be a suicide mission to have confirmed Magu. If also Magu could have achieved the whole credit of this government on anti-corruption, is premised on the activities of the EFCC. You have ICPC, you can't say the same thing of ICPC. You have Code of Conduct Bureau, you can't say the same thing of Code of Conduct Bureau. So it is about EFCC. So in acting capacity, he's done this. So if it's confirmed, you can be sure that even the Senate president would not even be free of the highs of the EFCC. Many of the former senators are also still there in the Senate. Many of ministers who were accused and alleged of corrupt practices, Stella Odua and the rest of them, are still in the Senate. They are waxing strong. They had issues with EFCC. So it's going to be very dangerous for them to have confirmed Magu.
Malaki Ugomaru, a lawyer who is also the president of the Committee for the Defense of Human Rights, speaks on the legal implications of the move.
Professor, I think that the President Buhari should sit up. Gradually, he's losing grip. I don't know, and I can't understand. It is indeed difficult for me to factor and factum precisely why a report, an alleged report, or a report allegedly from an arm, the same arm of the executive, be it SSL, be it DMI or whatever, indicting a nominee, the appointed officer of the president. I would have thought that a more coherent administrative sagacity would have taken care of that, in the sense that before the appointment, that is assuming without conceding that there is any merit in what they are saying, which I don't believe, because we're involved. Assuming without conceding that there is any merit in the snippets of rumors that we're hearing, to what extent is it possible that there were no background checks to uncover what is presently? I mean, it totally undermines. It puts the Nigerian people in serious confusion.
The pressure groups warned against the removal of Ibrahim Magu as the EFCC chairman, arguing that it will put paid to President Buhari's anti-corruption crusade.
Magu was accused of, as one of the allegations, of hiding files. What files were those alleged to have been hidden. Those were files that are connected with the Senate President Saraki, because Magu conducted the investigation over Saraki's activities as the former governor of Kwara State. And with the former, the chair before the last one of EFCC, Madam Farida, who was very close to Saraki, there was an attempt at also not only closing the file, but removing some of those evidence that could be used in trying Senator Saraki.
People are pocketing the investment fund that will take Nigeria out of recession. And you want to remove the man that is doing the job. What is the guarantee that if you get another person that he will not be removed the way Rubadu, was removed? No. I see trouble. President Buhari must know that the fight against corruption is his first project. That's why people like us are behind him.
It will be recalled that Ibrahim Magu, an assistant commissioner of police, took the reins as acting chairman of the EFCC in November 2015 and has been waging war against corruption with uncommon energy targeting the politically exposed persons. The commission under his watch has secured several convictions while many remain on trial. Ayodele Zubaku, TVC News, Lagos.